Right off the bat, we're gonna go ahead and debunk this whole myth of there aren't any more good men left.
I don't know why it's so hard to find a good guy in this generation. Like,
how to get a man to approach you within seconds using only 2 body parts, your eyes and your mouth.
This is for the ladies who believe that there are no good men out there.
The good men, where are they? I keep seeing that video. They're hiding. All of your videos of, screaming and saying how much you hate men and your icks because I don't know they breathe.
There's men out there who are in their masculine, who have done their internal work, helpful and protective, and who love to be needed.
Where did all the good men go?
Oh, they're at work or in their car commuting to work.
I don't know why it's so hard to find a good guy in this generation. Like, I'm just trying to love you, give you my heart and my throat. I mean soul. I mean soul.
I just walked into Abercrombie for the first time since middle school. Where are all the hot shirtless dudes? What happened to them? Why did we get rid of them?
Right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and debunk this whole myth of there aren't any more good men left. I don't believe that because I genuinely do not believe that that was God's design. That in 2023, God said, they're all gone, ladies. Sorry, just going to have to wait till I come back and we'll figure this thing out and we'll start over in the new life. No. When God created man, he said, hey, Adam, my guy, not good that you're alone. And he created a helpmate. So unless God has changed his mind about his idea for creation, you are that man's helpmate.
The reason why these women are having so much trouble dating is because they're all picking the same type of guys to date. They're picking the Chads, the Tyrones, the guys that they know that's going to break their heart. Even if the good guy were to come along, they will not treat that man right because they're so used to that toxicity. For every woman that's saying where are all the good guys, the question is, why did you ignore that man when you were younger?
Yeah, not a lot going on around here lately. Let's just see what's behind this door. No, is there a better door around here maybe?
Like seriously, I'm putting myself at this. Literally no.
There's not
men.
a single
Where
soul
are
here.
all the men?
I have not seen any men.
I'm over it. Like, no.
How to get a man to approach you within seconds using only 2 body parts, your eyes and your mouth. You're going to make eye contact with him and hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Then look away, then look back, and during this time you're smiling. Here's what it looks like.
These women are going to such lengths to learn all these tips and tricks to get men to approach them is because men are not approaching them. But why do all this when they could just approach a man themselves? That's because women love the thrill of being chased by a man. They love when a man is pursuing them because they feel like they're the prize. But as a man, you should never chase a woman. You should approach her and shoot your shot. But chasing just makes you look desperate and she's gonna lose interest. Why would the prize be doing the chasing?
Oh my God, there are just like no good guys out there. Everybody's terrible. Dating apps are the worst. Like every guy I meet is such an asshole. Like I just don't understand. Like I'm going to be single forever because it's just so hard out there. Want to know a secret where all the nice guys are? Yeah? Okay. Look around. They're everywhere, okay? They're the ones that you put in the friend zone. They're the ones on your dating app inbox that you've just ignored. They're the ones that have been repeatedly asking you out, but that you won't go out with because they don't make your stomach flip. Like that asshole traumatic guy that's unavailable, that's been stringing you along forever and that you can't let go of. So where's the real ownership that we have? It comes down to working on ourselves, getting over that toxic behavior so that we can see somebody for who they really are. Understanding that social media and the movies and everything has lied to you about what they believe a true relationship should look like. It's not as exciting as you think, but it can be secure and stable and wonderful. And there are amazing guys out there that would be a husband and a father and a friend to you. And you need to do the work so that you can wake up and actually see them.
That was beautifully said. The good guys that would be a good husband to these women is a last resort for them because in their prime, they're giving their time in themselves to all these chads, all these guys who just want to smash and pass them around. But when they want to settle down, they trying to find a good sucker to settle down with. Do not be that guy.
There's men out there who are in their masculine, who have done their internal work, helpful and protective, and who love to be needed. Kind, caring, ambitious, emotionally mature. So now that you know that these guys exist, why would you settle for anything less?
Where did all the good men go?
Oh, they're at work or in their car commuting to work. They might be on their lunch from work or they're sleeping from doing so much work. Finally, they could be trapped in the nothing box, and staring off blankly into the distance is a subconscious distraction from the perilous dread of work. The average man will spend at least 1/3 of his life at work. See, we as a society, majoritively, about 3/4 of us in fact, are still telling men that in order to be valued, they should be able to provide for an entire family on their own, despite the fact that 7 out of 10 wives now earn as much or more than their husbands. So to answer the question, where are the good men with facts, they're spending most of their time burning themselves down at both ends, desperately trying to please people who don't actually need their money as much as they say they do. So I wonder, I really have this theory. If we were more vocal and expressive in valuing men for their presence, for simply being available for us, for being who they are, like we expect people to do for us, instead of constantly telling them that it was better when they just went to war and sent home a paycheck, then maybe we'd actually have a chance at getting to meet those men. But more importantly, if we removed these superficial standards, maybe they'd have a chance to meet themselves.
Where are all the good men with the good women? Where did all the good men go? Those are empty words I have found in my experience just to make them look good. They don't want good men. When I was married, my ex worked, but my paycheck was for expenses and her paycheck was for her. And she complained my check didn't cover her expenses. That is really crazy. That's the kind of woman that you don't want to end up with. They have this saying and it goes like this: his money is my money is my money. What I hear from that when these women shout these things out is that they're selfish. They're not willing to help out with their men, their husbands. They don't want to contribute nothing to the relationship. And these women out here screaming where are all the good men, and they walk past them every single day. They're calling out for the good men because life is getting tougher for them. They don't really want the good men. They want what the good men have to offer, which is to provide.
This is for the ladies who believe that there are no good men out there. And listen, I hear this all the time from my clients or just women in my life that are in the dating world. It's brutal. And I would say the top questions I'm ever asked is about my relationship. And quite frankly, I don't always talk about my relationship because, I don't want to flaunt it or make another woman who doesn't have a relationship feel worse. But then once I started sharing things about my marriage and my husband and my relationship, something else started to happen. Women started to become inspired by what I was sharing, and they got hope that relationships and good men or partners out there do exist. So I want to share one thing about what happened yesterday and how my husband responded. So we're going through a little bit right now in our lives. I would call this a season of waiting and a season of hope and then disappointment and patience and waiting and all of the things. That's the season we're walking through right now. And yesterday I received bad news, and he sat down with me, held my hand, looked me in the eye, and he sat with me for as long as I needed to be sat with. Now, my husband used to be a fixer. He would want to fix and offer solutions right away until I talked to him and I was like, hey, sometimes I just need you to sit and listen with me. And so I can tell that he's really been trying to do that in our relationship, and it's making the world of a difference. Now, I'm not kidding when I tell you that I sat there and cried for a good 30 minutes. He didn't get antsy or impatient. He just was kind and sat there and listened and encouraged and literally wiped a tear that was falling from my eye before it hit the ground. I literally say this because I know what it's like to want some things so bad that you don't think you can have right now. And it sucks because you want it now and you think you're ready for it now. And I just want to tell you, I believe in my spirit, my soul, my everything, that there is a person for you. And you might have multiple persons, and that's okay too. It might not be just one. Have trust and faith in your journey, in your process. It will unfold at the most divine time. And then after, you'll look back and go, it was worth the wait. If you have any questions, I would love to answer. I love getting your guys' comments and questions. So drop them below if you do. No matter what happens, always know that you are worthy of love in every form.
If you offer a man a problem, he's going to offer you a solution. He's a man. That's what he's wired to do. And most of these women have been in situationships throughout their whole lives. Some of them reached the age of 40 years old and never been dating. Those are the ones that's been going to parties, going to strip clubs, going to clubs to meet men. They've invested most of their prime years in entertainment. Now, because they're getting older, the wall is getting closer. They're searching for a good man.